Urgent Atlanta Falcons fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Atlanta Falcons updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Alright, Falcon Nation, today we're diving deep into everything that has been happening around the Atlanta Falcons, a team that's been stirring quite a bit of excitement and anticipation this season. You know, when we talk about the Falcons, it's impossible not to think about the rich history they carry in the NFL, a franchise that's been through ups and downs, but always with that resilient spirit, that never-say-die attitude that Falcons fans are so proud of. And this season, it feels like we're witnessing a new chapter, a potential resurgence that could take this team right back to the playoff picture and maybe even further. Now, before we get to the big news, let's set the stage. The Falcons have been building this roster with a mixture of seasoned veterans and promising young talent. They've invested heavily in their offensive line, which has been a key focus, aiming to give their quarterback, Desmond Ridder, the protection he needs to showcase his skills. And if you've been watching, you know Ridder has been making some impressive plays, demonstrating both poise and a growing understanding of NFL defenses. His mobility, combined with his arm strength, makes him a dual threat that defenses are struggling to contain. But it's not just the quarterback who's been catching everyone's attention. The Falcons' rushing attack has been a page right out of the classic Falcons blueprint. Cordarrelle Patterson has been a revelation, showing that versatility that makes him a nightmare for defenses. And the young rookie, Bijan Robinson, has been living up to the hype, proving that he's a game-changer, a true offensive weapon who can turn any play into a big gain. Speaking of Bijan, just last week he broke some impressive records in his rookie season. It's rare to see a rookie running back make such an immediate impact, but Bijan has been a perfect fit in Arthur Smith's system. His vision, quickness, and ability to break tackles have added a new dimension to the Falcons' attack. And let's not forget about the offensive line, their pass protection and run blocking have improved week by week, giving Ridder that extra second to find his targets or to make that decisive run himself. The chemistry developing between the offensive line and the skill players is palpable, and it's translating into some high-octane performances on Sundays. But the Falcons aren't just about offense. Their defense has also been trending upward. The secondary, led by Jesse Bates, has been more disciplined and aggressive, turning some critical turnovers that have swung momentum back in their favor. The pass rush, anchored by Grady Jarrett and the emerging young edge rusher, Arnold Ebiketie, has been relentless at times, creating pressure that disrupts even the most seasoned quarterbacks. The team's defensive coordinator has been mixing up coverages and blitz packages, and it's starting to pay dividends. This balanced approach, a potent offense and a gritty defense, could be the recipe for a playoff run, and fans are starting to believe again. Now, I know many of you are eager to hear about the latest developments, and trust me, there's plenty of news that's been making waves. One of the most exciting updates involves the Falcons' upcoming game against a division rival, and let me tell you, it's shaping up to be a must-watch. The coaching staff has been emphasizing discipline and execution in practice, knowing that every play matters in these critical division bouts. The team's mindset is focused, and the players seem more motivated than ever. They're hungry for a victory that can propel them into the postseason, and the energy at Flowery Branch is electric. But wait, here's where it gets even more interesting. Rumors are swirling about possible roster moves that could bolster their chances even further. Some sources hint at the Falcons exploring trades or signings in the coming weeks, aiming to add depth at linebacker or safety positions. The front office has been aggressive in their scouting, and with the trade deadline approaching, things could get pretty intense. Fans are eager to see if they'll secure that veteran presence that can provide leadership and stability in high-pressure moments. And speaking of players, let's talk about the recent standout performances. Kyle Pitts, the talented tight end, finally seems to be hitting his stride after battling injuries and inconsistency. His chemistry with Ridder is noticeably improving, and his ability to stretch the field creates mismatches that defenses just can't handle. When Pitts is involved early in the game, the entire offense seems to open up, giving Ritter options and confidence. And then there's Drake London, who's been a dependable target on the outside, making tough catches in traffic and showing his growth as a route runner. These young receivers are really developing into a solid core, and the future looks bright. But let's not forget about the coaching staff. Arthur Smith has been under pressure, no doubt. But he's also been proving that he can adapt his game plan based on the strengths of his roster. His emphasis on the run game and ball control has kept the Falcons competitive in tight matches. His game management, especially in critical moments, has shown flashes of brilliance, although there's always room for growth. Still, the players' buy-in and the team's resilience under his leadership are clear signs that this franchise is heading in the right direction. Now, for the fans who've been following the Falcons for decades, you know that this franchise's history is full of memorable moments, from the thrilling Super Bowl run in the 1998 season to the heartbreak of the 2017 NFC Championship. Those moments are etched in our memories, and what we're seeing now is perhaps the start of something special. The team's current trajectory, the young talent emerging, and the strategic moves made by the front office all point to a team that's ready to fight for every yard, every game, and every inch of respect in the league. And here's the big news you've been waiting for. Sources close to the team have confirmed that the Falcons are indeed exploring options to strengthen their roster for the stretch run. Whether it's adding a veteran linebacker to shore up the middle or bringing in a new cornerback to bolster the secondary, the plan is clear. The Falcons want to be serious contenders. The front office is working tirelessly behind the scenes, and if they pull the trigger on a move, it could be the spark that ignites the squad into a playoff-caliber team. The atmosphere in Atlanta is buzzing. Fans are rallying around their team, filling the stadium with energy and hope. The city's been through a lot over the years, but with these promising signs, it feels like the Falcons are on the verge of a new era, one where they can compete at the highest level, surprise some skeptics, and maybe, just maybe, make a deep postseason run. The passion, the history, and the relentless drive of this team make every game a must-watch event. And now, Atlanta Falcons fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these developments? Are you feeling confident about this team's chances? Do you believe the front office's moves will be enough to push them over the edge? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Falcons community. Remember, this season is still a long journey, but the signs are promising, and the best is yet to come. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Atlanta Falcons news, because this story is far from over, and we're here to bring you every twist and turn along the way.